Hi, I'm Ivan Zoot, and welcome to the next episode online in the Healthy Haircutter Conversation here at AmericanSalon.com. As you know, in the Healthy Haircutter Conversation, we focus on the three elements of getting and staying a healthy haircutter, and those are healthy, wealthy, and wise. And we have begun with our previous posting to delve into the conversation of raising our haircut prices. We talked about July 1, Raise Your Haircut Prices Day in the USA, and we talked about why July 1 was our target date looming on the calendar. The next element we want to focus on today in the Raise Your Haircut Prices conversation is the notion of no grandfathering. No grandfathering. I'll say it again so you hear it loud and clear. No grandfathering. Grandfathering is the term given to the practice of holding people back at the old price when the new price is instituted or initiated. And we don't want to do this. You don't want to grandfather people in. When the price goes up, the price goes up. And when the price goes up, everybody goes up. No one is to be held back at the old pricing. And I know this is uneasy. People are uneasy with this. And I know this doesn't sit well. And I know the stories you're going to tell me. You're going to say, yeah, but I've cut them since beauty school. And you're going to say, yeah, but this guy comes in much more frequently than other people. And you're going to say, yeah, but I went to kindergarten with her granddaughter and I feel bad. And this one's on a fixed income and this one's on Social Security and this one lost their job. These are all excuses. These are all stories we tell ourselves for why we should hold people back. And the truth of the matter is, no other industry does this. Nobody else does this. We're not going to do it either. When the price goes up, everybody goes up. And there's a couple of good reasons why I think this is important. Reason number one is you can't keep it straight. We have all kinds of ways of managing client file database information, but the truth of the matter is you won't remember who's at the old price and who's at the new price. And pretty soon, people will come in and you'll think, oh, wow, they're at the old price. And you'll attempt to charge on the old price, and they'll raise an objection because last time they paid more, and oops, that was somebody paying the new price. And all of a sudden, you've got some pricing mayhem that only creates bad feelings and ill will on the part of the customers. So it's a great reason not to hold anybody back. You just can't keep track of it, and it's not good business. The other reason not to hold anybody back is the bad feelings on your end. And what I mean by that is this. You're going to institute your price increase. You're going to raise your prices. Everybody's going to go up, and you're going to hold a few people back at the old price. You're going to grandfather them in because you think and feel you have to. And of course, remember, you don't, but you're going to think and feel you have to. And then what happens is, the first time they come in, you feel real good about holding them back at the old price like you're doing them a favor. By the second time they come in, held back at the old price, now you're not so feeling good about it anymore. You're feeling a little resentful. Hey, wait, everybody else is paying 25 and this person is still hanging back at 22, and I know my work is worth 25 and lots of other people pay me 25 and don't object. So you're going to feel a little bit of resentment towards the fact that they're not paying the new full price. Third haircut comes in, they're still back at the old price, and that resentment has stewed a little bit, it's steeped a little bit like a tea bag in hot water, and now you're really hot about the fact that they're not paying the same price everybody else is. And the reality is what'll happen is they'll sense that. They'll feel that. You might not come out and say, I resent the fact that you're paying the old price, but it'll show up in your attitude, your tone of voice, your body language, the way you feel inside about cutting their hair. And wait a minute. They didn't do this. You did this. This was your fault in the first place. So to avoid bad feelings on either end and to take care of your business as a professional, the rule in the business is no grandfathering. When the price goes up, everyone goes up. In another episode, we will touch on how to raise prices on some folks that you feel might be in a challenged situation, because there are some tactics we can use to effectively raise prices for everyone, even those people for whom deep down inside we may really feel the desire to hold back at a less expensive price. I'm Ivan Zoot. This is the Healthy Haircutter Conversation at American Salon Online. I appreciate you tuning in and listening. I look forward to continuing the conversation in our next episode, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.